So, Lily moved in, huh? So,
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the live stream. It is great to see you all this afternoon. How are we doing? Robert Mouse, hello. Sergio Rodriguez, hello. Pedro, good to see you on the live stream. Jacob, good to see you. Hello everyone. Welcome. Yes, it's finally happened. They released the first update in months now. I mean, it's been a little bit since they've done an update to the game, and we are so close to the big one. So let's see what they have in store for us. We have, let's see, we did that update teaser. So the first thing I want to look at is the stuff that I did in that update teaser. So we have the Breeze engine. Let's look at this little guy. Okay, hold on. First thing, I didn't cover this in the other video. What is weird, or what is different, not weird, but what is different about what I'm doing with this engine? Do you notice anything that's a little off about what I'm doing with the engine here that we wouldn't do before? Does it work with all engines? Oh my god, it works with all the engines. It's not just the Breeze engine. You guys see this? That is yeah, that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. Oh, that's nice. That feels so nice right there. So I can put it on the node normally, which is fine, or so this is the Breeze engine, which is a monopropellant engine. Let's build a little rocket. We'll do not a super complicated one, but we're gonna build a nice rocket for this. And I need to increase my grid size. That's going to drive me nuts. Part reshape one. Okay. All right. Everything's back on a 5 centimeter grid now. No fuel connectors. Yes. No fuel connectors. So we can just, let's go ahead. Let's go up here. Fuel connector part. You see this guy? Let's just drag him straight to the trash can. We don't have to use that anymore. And that is so freaking nice. That is so nice. All right, so let's do a little actual work here. Throw an engine on it. Here's another thing. Here's another thing that's new, right? Look at that. Engine exhaust in the designer. And so in the reveal video that I did, it was just ion engines and the monopropellant engines. But this is definitely a full-blown engine, and we can see how it looks in the designer. We can change, let's see. We can change this. Oh, you know what? You know what we can do, guys? You know what we can do? Oh, look at this. Oh. Oh, this makes it so much easier to vacuum optimize your engines, or like sea level optimize. Sea level, vacuum. Sea level, vacuum. Sea level, vacuum. Oh, I love it. Hydrolocks, methalox. Gorgeous. Okay, so that's that. That's all stock. Here's one other thing that somewhere. Where is it? I swear you could do this. Hold on. Am I missing something? Someone who knows more about this than me. Oh. Da, da, da. You should be able to customize the color and the exhaust scale. But what page is that? Activation group, no. Part? Is it the part page? Engine offset, nozzle. Okay, nozzles. Wish we could get overload on mobile. That would be a little OP. Yeah, overload's such a nice mod, but it's only a PC mod. I'm not seeing. Was I lied to? Exhaust scale, exhaust offset. Oh, exhaust color. Oh, I was looking right at it. No, it's the rocket engine page. Okay. Someone give me a hex decimal for a color. Like just someone in the chat, type a hex decimal for the color. For the exhaust. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. We can make the exhaust big. And we can make the exhaust. we can make the exhaust not big. Okay, here we go. Copy. Color. Paste. And we'll do a scale of 1. It didn't like that color? Hold on. That might not be formatted right. Does it want the hash? No. FF0000. We'll do that guy. Copy. Apply. Oh, there we go. Nice. Look at that. That's blood red. Yeah, it is the hash. Okay. Forgot the hash. It's fine. That is so nice. And then if you just want the default, we're just going to do the default for today. If you just want the default, you just type in default and it goes to whatever the default is. That's so nice. Okay. So we've got that. Let's do a Methalox engine for our upper stage here. Full flow staged. And we'll make it small with a big nozzle like that. What's the performance? What's our performance looking like? That's too much performance. Smaller. Even that's still almost too much performance. Less? Less? Less pressure? That's good. Okay, we'll go with that. And what else? What else? What else? Should we put a lander on it? No, we're just gonna get this in space. Actually, you know what? Here, we'll do something else entirely. We'll build a little satellite. I should have ComSat. No, too small, ugly. Geosat. Ooh, this is an old one. All right, let's do something in that style. Let's build a satellite from scratch to really get to try out all the new stuff. Put a wing on it. Yeah, let's take a look at the wings. Before we do that, there is two new things. One, there's a drogue chute, which is a thing here, and it deploys like that. Look at that! Drogue chute. That's awesome. And we've got a ton of new sliders here. We've got inflated radius. We've got the deflated radius, which I guess we can't really see because it's already inflated. We can change the style while we're looking at it. We can change the style of the base. Okay, so top chute where it's circular, side chute it's the rectangular package. That's nice. Let's do vertically striped. I like the vertically striped. Max deployment speed. So like if this is a drogue chute, it could be higher. Let's build a, here's what we'll do. We'll build a little pod here and we'll re-enter it into the atmosphere. Throw a little Druid on it. Throw an engine on it. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I actually? Okay. I like that the engines can be put anywhere, but I also have to make sure that I put them in the right place now. We need a main parachute, so let's do that. We got a main parachute, and we got this drogue chute here, which, I don't know why they didn't get the angles on these pods right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd think that they'd be able to get that right, but they really, for some reason, putting things on cones, they're always in the weirdest of angles. Okay, so we got that. Let's mirror him. Or not mirror. Radial. Okay. So we've got two drogue chutes. Those are nice. High deployment velocity. Air auto cut density. We'll have it be... Where do we... Okay. Oh. All right. So it has the density. But if you don't want to look at the density, they also have all of the actual altitude. So the deployment air density, we'll put it at like 30,000. Inflation we'll put at 10%, which is what it is right now in the US. We'll put inflation air density at 16,000. Auto cut will be at 5,000. And then this one will deploy at 5,000 and inflate at 1,000 and disabled auto cut and the drogue chutes. Okay, I think that's everything we need. Let's make this a little less sucky. We need, oh shoot. First we need to not do that. Set primary. I'm just going to get rid of the command chip, I've decided. We need a heat shield. Heat shields are important. Yep, we need an inner stage. Inner stages are important. We need the fuel tank. A bigger fuel tank. That's good. Less. Good. Smaller. Good. Shoot. All right, you do actually have to watch where you're putting your engines now. So that is the one drawback of this update is I can put my engine anywhere, which means I can put my engine anywhere, and that's maybe not ideal all the time. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Top, that's fine. Okay. And just one little thing for the aesthetics of it all. We're going to change all that. Wait, hold on. Trim 1. Trim 2. Oh, is it primary? Ah. Trim 2. There we go. Launch. Any unexpected updates from it? There is one. There is one surprise that they did slip in there. Oh, and for the people asking, they announced it in the Discord in Super Rockets chat, and I specified it in my Discord as well. But if you're confused why you're not seeing the update, it is only on Steam. So if you're a PC player and you don't see the update, go to right click on the game in your library, and you have to go into the its properties, right click properties, go to betas, and then select experimental branch. There's no new planets. I think they tweaked something with the planets though. I want to say there was something in the devlog about a upgrade to the texture or something. Maybe not. All right, let's launch. And we're gonna, for the sake of, I'm just testing the parachutes now. We're gonna do a little. We're gonna invoke a little god power here, and time warp this. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. And throttle up. Throttle up. Okay, so we are in orbit. Let's wait just a second. Retrograde. Cool. Retrograde burn. Oh, that was 0.98. Yeah, okay. I had slightly confused. Okay, so we're going to go down just past the Space Center. Yeah, I want to put down in the ocean just past the Space Center. All right, let's test these parachutes in action. Okay, discard that stage, and then here's my question, right? I'm going to quick save. Normally, if I hit the spacebar right now and activate the stage, it'll just deploy the parachutes. So I'm going to, let's actually pull these up so I can observe what they're doing. So we've got the part info actually here. Okay. Ah! All right, so that's what's different. I activated them. They did not deploy, but if you look over here, left side of the screen, state is armed for both of them. So they are ready to deploy, but they have not deployed yet. And now they're going to wait for the appropriate time to deploy. So let's watch this and see how it goes. Hitting the atmosphere, slowing down. Has anyone ever been to every planet? Yeah, I have been to all but 3. Andrew's Comet and one of Eurodos's moons. I have not been to. All right, drogues deployed. Look at those drogues deployed. And they have not fully inflated, so we're decelerating, but not like stupid decelerating. Acceleration, oh well, it's pretty strong. 40 meters per second squared of acceleration and dropping as we slow down here. Okay, let's time warp. Okay, so the drogues are fully inflated. It says inflated right there for the state. And I think these are going to cut a little before 5,000 meters, so we'll time warp down. These should cut any second now. They cut, and the main chute deployed, but it has not inflated. We are under the minimum velocity. It inflates. It's inflated. Oh, look at that. We're still falling pretty quick, though. 22 meters per second. Are we gonna? Is that parachute too small? No. I mean, that hurt. 22 meters per second is probably too small. And it uninflates, which is nice. We can EVA our guy out here, have him walk over. And what's nice is before, we would have to, you could just click on the parachute, but now we can repack them from here, and they are ready to go again if we need them to. That is so awesome. I love the new parachutes. All right. Let's take a look at the next thing. So I'm going to go back to the command ship. We'll build our little satellite now. Nothing crazy, but we'll do it justice, but we're not going to do anything like crazy detailed level of building here. Let's start. So what I like to do for satellites is I like to get an octagon shape going. So we're going to use a battery for the core. And then what I'm going to do is get another fuel tank here. These are going to be the actual fuel tanks, but we'll have them filled with monopropellant, and we'll use a monopropellant engine. And yeah, the whole parachute doesn't no-clip through the train. It does look a lot better. It does look a lot better not clipping through the train like that, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got that squared off. Let's make it wide and deep. Like, deeper than it is wide. Okay, 0.6, 0.4. Cool. Do that. And then just bring it in ever so slightly. Like that. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our shape. It's a little long. Let's bring it back down a little bit. This is a 1 meter long rocket here. And that's a little too narrow, so I'll make that a little bit bigger. Not that big. All right, so we got a 3,000 kilograms so far. Looks good. Let's see. What else? What else should we add? All right, first thing we're going to do is the Breeze engine. And what I'm curious about, right, is other engines don't work unless you put them on a fuel tank that has the right fuel. So if I put a regular engine and connected it to this fuel tank, which is a battery, it wouldn't work. And these need to be monopropellant. There we go. Oh, that makes the thing so much lighter. That's good. Let's do panels, but less. 0.5. There we go. Okay, that looks good. That is a big battery. It is a big battery. It's fine. We don't need... I don't really care. We're going to shrink that down. And then let's add... Oh, shoot. Can't. Whoops. Too many part connections. Can't actually get to the one I want. Nope, really can't. Okay, hold on. Can I... There we go. There we go. Okay. We got it. We got it that time. And then I can get that guy to come out a little bit, and we'll just have him empty. That'll be the node we build off of. Let's add our parabolic antenna, because I feel like every satellite needs a parabolic antenna. Or, no, we'll do a parabolic antenna. I stand by that. But what we're going to do is this little trick that a man by the name of Sighted Ace taught me, and I have used ever since for building these things, is go to the XML edit, and it's inlet 2, I believe. Yes, it's inlet 2. So I can change the texture. It's still a fuel tank, but I can change its texture to be whatever I want it to be, which is so nice. So let's add this guy. That's fine. And what should we do? Can we do a gold one? All, boom, boom. And then we want to do, let's do no texture for now. It's like a normal engine. Yes, the Breeze engine is like a normal engine. It's not a ion engine. It's a normal engine, but it runs on monopropellant. And let's look at its performance. Very little thrust. Now, more thrust than... It's definitely got more thrust than a regular engine, right? Or it's got more thrust than an ion engine, I should say. Oh, while we're here, I wanted to look at the ion engines because they changed the exhaust on the ion engines and made it look a whole lot cooler, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's nice. That's nice right there. I like how that looks. And we can make it big, right? Can't we make it? Can I want to make it big. Okay, so here's potentially we have discovered our first bug for the update is this slider doesn't seem to be wanting to move. Okay, that's fine. That's the first bug. I'll report that later. In the meantime, there we go. So we've got our monopropellant engine. We need, what do we need? We need to turn these off for now. I just want to connect to this guy. And what I'm going to do is add solar panels, because I don't want 6 solar panels. I want 2. So I'm going to add the solar panels to that. Shrink it down. Bring it out like that. There we go. So what's the aim of this rocket mission? It's just to demonstrate the new engine. There's no like, I don't know, this is not really a proper mission, if that's what you mean. Let's turn, someone said turn smoothing on. There. Smoothing has been turned on. Let's make that a little bigger. And do some two-way symmetry. Cool. You know what? We're going to do a shiny texture for these guys, because I like shiny. And then these are all monopropellant, right? So we've got that, we've got that, we've got a battery. Gyroscopes. We'll need some gyroscopes, and we'll add some lights to be fashionable, you know? Part connections. All right, so here's, there we go. Did that work? That worked. Let's add them high, I guess. Yeah. Hide the base. Set them on that. Cool. And then what else? I said gyroscopes, right? Yeah, gyroscopes. Add a gyroscope right there. Big old gyroscope. That's too big. Turn that off. Turn that on. Okay, well, it doesn't want to go 90 degrees. 90 degrees, please. 90. 90, please. 90. 90. There we go. 90. Shrink it down to something reasonable for the size of this craft. Let's do two-way symmetry and drag this guy onto the rocket now. Up and over. Tuck him in. Where's my center of mass? Okay, so I want them to be up, 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 like that. And, oh, we need a antenna, don't we? We do. Let's see, what am I looking for? Here it is. Grab that guy, so we'll translate him down. Who here thinks that clipping on SFS is not bad? Why are we talking about SFS? Today is not about SFS. Spaceflight Simulator is not the topic of discussion today. We're talking about simple rockets now. Let's see, size that down. I want it to be visible. There we go. Bring the range in just a bit. Perfect. Okay. That. This satellite is done. It's basic. It's pretty basic, I know. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to call it done quite yet. I'm going to do one more thing. Another little demonstration here. Empty that. Edit XML. Solid. We're going to do interstage 4. Apply. There we go. Flip it around now. Like that. Reconnect it. Good. 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 Resize it a little bit. Have it sit. Have it sit right there. Now, advanced part setting, fuel line, fuel line, fuel line. Everything fuel line is on. Let's add that breeze engine back and clip him into the cage. And let's actually make the cage a little shorter. He's not totally consumed. There we go. That looks good. We can shoot that down. Let's do a cone. I kind of like the cone for this. All right. I think that is a good place to start. Let's throw it on a launcher. I should have, I think I have a launcher I can use. That's old. Better idea. We'll put this on a known launcher instead. 0.9.900 test. Okay, let's load. This one was the most recent launcher I did that I liked. It's pretty basic, but we can use this launcher for now for it. Let's get rid of this old payload because it's silly and I don't want it anymore. And let's add this guy. Shrink it down so it actually... Oh, no. Shrink it down. There we go. Let's attach. That attaches. That attaches. Check my staging. Always check your staging. We've got 13 engines. There's why we check our staging. That engine needs to be up here. All right, let's give her a whirl. Launch it. Launch it, call it good. How are we doing in the chat? So engines can overheat now. What are we talking about? SO2 works great on my phone. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, but not as well as most PCs. Yeah, that should be pretty obvious that a mobile phone cannot handle, it does not have the same processing power as a personal computer. That should not come as a surprise to anyone at all. Is that too loud? Let's turn that volume down. That's a little noisy. Let's bring that down. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's point prograde and let this thing fly. I forgot to put my fan power high, and SO2 made my PC CPU go to 110%. Sounds like you need some better cooling systems there, bud. All right, we are flying. Everything's going good so far with this launch, except I think we're pitching over a little too aggressively. Let's lock it. Engines can overheat. You have to lower the throttle. I mean, my engines are heating up, yes, but not significantly. I mean, they're only 40 degrees right now, Celsius. Yeah, I don't think overheating is going to be a thing. Can they really? Are you sure that engines can overheat in game? Or are you talking about Spaceflight Simulator? If you're talking about Spaceflight Simulator, stop talking about Spaceflight Simulator. We're not talking Spaceflight Simulator today. That is not the topic. Okay, we are going good. As if it were hard enough game already. It's not a hard game. I don't know what you're talking about. Simple Rockets 2 really isn't a hard game to learn. It's not. This isn't Spaceflight Simulator? What? Dang, Spaceflight Simulator update 0.9.900 looks great, guys. Changing engine settings mid-flight. Yeah, so there is a... I can get some extra stuff here, which is interesting. So I actually have a little option here to change my engine performance, which is super cool. If you're into that. Those side boosters can go away now. Oh, that's interesting. They still had some fuel to burn. Let's go ahead and kill our throttle. Are they going to come back? What's their periapsis? They might hit the surface. That's funny. Steph stepped up his game. Yeah, he certainly did. Crazy. All right, we are... That's close enough to being circularized. Where should we send this guy? We've got enough fuel to send this pretty much anywhere we want. You want to go Eurydos? I'm thinking Eurydos. We've got enough fuel. I want to test the fine-tuning capabilities of these engines. So let's time warp to our window here, which should be right about... I'm going to go there. That should be about our window. Okay, let's start our burn plan. 100% sensitivity here. Throttle it up all the way out to Eurodos's exceedingly high orbit. That's too much. We're already too much. Okay. Did we hit it? Are we? Oh, we're over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We gotta... Does that hit it? I can't tell because it's so freaking... Okay. Plan burn, exit sphere of influence, yes. So that does hit it. Let's tone it down a little bit. No, I guess we have to have it about there, huh? Let's tone the sensitivity down more on this. Okay. Where is it? That's what I wanted. Right there. No, what are we hitting something else? We're getting an encounter with something. Okay, we encounter Eurydos there. Lock, cock, ready to rock. Engine's lit. Go to the moon with less gravity. Brigo, TT. It's in Eurydos' rings. Oh, the little... Yeah, Jastris. The little asteroid boy. Little icy body there. Okay, engines are burning. Oh, you know what it was? I know why our rocket wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. Whoops. I wasn't intending to cheat there, guys. I left the infinite fuel on, though. It's fine. Performance, we've got plenty of delta V on this stage. On this upper stage alone, we've got enough. Nosedive into Silo. I wouldn't recommend that. Oh, that would be an interesting one, is to do some aerobraking. Isn't there... Quick, somebody tell me, one of the moons of Eurydos... What the heck? Hold on. Why are we out of fuel? Why are we out of fuel? Excuse me. Hello? What the heck? Okay. What just happened? Alright. let's deploy a payload, I guess. Take control. Activate its engine. Is it gonna work or is it not gonna work? Because I don't have it attached directly to a monopropellant tank. It's not gonna work. No. There are 4 moons: Jastus, Boreas, Taurus, Hypatia, and Taurus is the... Excalibur says Taurus is the best moon. Taurus is a good one. What have I done wrong? Is the question that I keep asking myself and never answer. What did I do wrong here? What did I forget to do? Let's set the... This is the primary. Let's work on this guy. Let's figure out why that didn't work. You know, here's what we'll do. We'll make this monopropellant. Right, that should do it. That should work. Okay. That. Let's load up a program here. Load up my auto launch script here. Load it. Thank you. Save to craft. Check my staging because I did change it just now. That's fine. Staging's fine. Yeah, that's right. It has the super thick atmosphere. All right, let's check out Taurus then. Throttle up. Time warp forward. My time warp's a little too aggressive. I have it at times 10 speed. Let's bring that down to 6, I guess. There we go. Okay, and as soon as this guy goes, I'll manually stage him, because I don't think the auto launch script is smart enough to stage these boosters. Oh, maybe it was. Relaunch. It does. I've heard Taurus has a pretty banger lake near a mountain. That does sound fun. Shoot, I screwed up again. Maybe I should just let the program run. I keep screwing this up. Maybe I should just let it do its thing. I love the look of the ion engines. Yes, so they changed the type of exhaust in the ion engines. The ion engines and the jet engines before used to be a particle-based exhaust. So basically what it was, you know, in the game, it would just spit out a stream of particles out the back of the engine. And you could kind of tell, like, there's little gaps in the particles sometimes. It's still, I believe it's still the case for the jet engine. So if you turn the jet engine on, it'll start emitting particles. The rocket engines have a mesh-based exhaust. There are particles, but you'll notice, like, if you look really closely, the edge of the rocket engine is actually a mesh with a texture. And then there's particles here, but that's kind of beside the point. And so basically what that does is I don't know what it does. It just changes how it looks, right? So the new ion engines have a mesh for their exhaust instead of particles. And I think it looks a whole lot better. It looks more realistic. That's actually pretty close to what an ion engine exhaust in real life would look like, which is nice. It's nice to see some realism in the game. All right, let's let this time warp. This time I'm not going to touch it. Why did it? Okay. It knows what it's doing. I will shed the fairing. Let's see. Wish they could do it to every engine. I think the jet engine is the only one they haven't done it for. But I don't know if they're planning on doing it for the jet engine. Okay, we are almost in orbit. Okay, we're in orbit. Let's try this again. How much delta V do we have? We have 624 meters per second of delta V on the stage. Let's do it. Scroll out to Eurodose over here. Lock. Okay, zoom in. Let the craft orbit past. There we go. Yeah, quick save. Well, no, so I'm gonna do this. This won't take but a minute. Because to test that engine, I'd have to go. Oh, you know what? No, I wouldn't. Hold on. Let's do something real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna turn ambient light up. I need to clip the camera in here so I can see this engine. Okay. You turn on, hold you there. Zoom out. And then turn off. I want to turn you all off. You're not part of this test. Okay. Yep, okay, so that works fine. That's good. All right, good advice. Test the engine. The engine does work this time. Let's turn our main engines back on. Okay, now let's go back to our map and do our burn. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,337. Turn that sensitivity down because we've got our encounter there. Did you click on experimental RIX? Well, I don't know what you mean by RIX, and I don't know what you meant by click on it. Not sure what you're talking about there. Okay, let's do. Oh, let's do that. Let's just do that. That's fine. Lock. Burn. Yeah, it's experimental. It's not beta. It's only on PC. So if you're having trouble finding it, make sure you're one on PC and on Steam, and two, make sure you're actually using the right version of the game because it's the experimental updates. It's specifically the experimental update. Okay, main engines are firing. Main engine cut off. Second stage is going. And we have a long burn ahead of us. We have 4,300 meters per second of delta V left in this maneuver. We have 5,500 meters per second in this stage. I don't know what the issue was before. We definitely have enough delta V on the stage for this burn. Can you hear all this going? In and out, in and out, yeah. All the way out. It's always a pain. I wish maybe my scroll sensitivity is just too low. I don't know if that's a thing I can change. I'm not going to find out right now. If that is a thing I can change, that'd be a good idea to change it. Okay, we are off. Let's time warp. We are off our encounter for some reason, which is fun. I like not having my encounter anymore. That doesn't do it. We overshoot it. Yeah, we overshot it a little bit because this engine, this main engine here, is imprecise. That's what the Breeze engine is for, guys. Precision. A little bit of blue moon. Okay. 2 centimeters. We're good. We've got our intercept now, or our encounter. That's not a very good encounter, though, is it? It's because our inclination's too high, right? Yeah. Do we cross their plane at any point here? Maybe. Oh, Rix is the guy. Gotcha. Okay. I understand now what you're talking about. Loud and clear, for sure. Cool. Okay, let's see if we can't lower. Not even a little bit? Maybe over here? Oh, here it is. This guy. This guy. This guy. There we go. That has more effect. Increase the sensitivity. That's too much effect. Too much effect. Okay. Less effect. We need less effect on this thing. So that has us going pretty much right on the orbital plane. Let's increase the sensitivity again because I want to push my orbit towards it. Keep it on the same orbital plane as best I can. There we go. That's a big assist right there. So that means we're getting close to its gravity well, and that means we're getting too close to its gravity well right there. So here's when you know you're close, right? Is this little bit of change. Little bit of change. Whole lot of effect here. So that's too far. I need to go till it's flat. That's good. Has an axial tilt. Yes, it has an axial tilt of 27 degrees. That is true. But its orbital plane is in line with Juno. I will worry about getting on its axis along its axis in a minute. I want to actually get on this first because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out to here and burn towards. Let's see. How much fuel do I have? I have 1,000 meters per second left. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to make a huge prograde burn. And then let's try and stay on the orbit, though. On the ball. Want to be on the ball here. So what I'm doing now is I'm pre-circularizing my orbit. And the intention behind this is I want to burn all the fuel in this second stage before I switch to my final stage. Because this last guy, I just want to make sure I'm getting the most out of it. I don't know how good it's going to be at an orbital insertion burn. It may not be the best for it. Okay, lock. That's fine. Separate the stage. Let's go ahead and activate our solar panels and turn on our lights. Our lights might actually, I realize now, our lights might have, yep, they burn too much electricity because we're so far away from the sun. I remember now how far away we are from sunlight. That's fun. Okay, I'm trying to grab this little piston here. This little piston guy. Let me grab him. He can extend. I know for a fact I can get him to extend. Do I literally not have enough energy to extend him? Hold on. 2 watts. There we go. Okay, we have enough energy. We finally accrued enough electricity to extend my antenna. That's great. Cool. Let's see. We want to do some maneuvers here. Let's activate that engine. We have 452. 452? That seems low. Hold on. Stage burn time of 24.4 minutes. Huh. I guess, yeah, it's just not that great of an engine. High precision, low performance. It's a good thing I did what I did earlier. Okay, so now we need to get on the orbital plane of Eurydos, which is like this. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get onto that plane from here necessarily, because we're coming at it from the wrong angle, right? This isn't the right angle, but we can get close. I think that's pretty close. You use fuel tanks instead of inlets and turn part collision off. No, this is a fuel tank. It says fuel tank right there. It does work. I think No, it's drawing fuel. Okay, that's the performance of the engine then. It's not a great engine for everything, is what I'm saying. But it's a good engine for some things, like maneuvers. But maybe not so much for capture burns here. We'll see. I think we can get a capture burn with this guy. I do. I think we can do it. Yep. We're going. We're going. We actually have some battery charge. Look at how much electricity we have stored in our battery now. Okay, so we need to do a big. Oof. Aerobraking maneuver? Do we need to do an aerobraking maneuver? Because I don't have that delta V. 433 meters per second is what I've got to work with here. Okay, let's lock that and just do it. Use fuel tanks instead of pistons. No, for the piston, yeah, no, the piston works fine. I use fuel tanks. It doesn't matter with part collisions on or off. The piston's still extended. It wasn't because of part collisions. It was because the piston uses electricity to extend, and I had zero electricity in the thing. Even with the solar panels deployed, I had zero electricity. I think if I turn these guys on, I will drain my batteries completely because these each consume 5 watts, and this produces 2 watts. And the sun is just so far away that it doesn't matter. All right, so that's going to burn. We're at 90% of this burn completed. In the meantime, how are we doing tonight? What do you guys think about the update so far? This Breeze engine is interesting, but I'm not sure I love it. I like it for what it's for, but it was a mistake using it here. It just doesn't have the thrust, and it doesn't have the efficiency. I should have used like a pressure fed motor for this particular maneuver. I hope in the next update they will add some other way of producing electricity. Yeah, that would be nice to have that as part of the stock game. There is one thing you can do that's a little cheaty, but there's one thing you can do currently, and that's if you take a beacon light, like just a little beacon light, it consumes electricity, right? In this case, 5 watts. Well, that number, that 5 watts, is actually, that's a hard-coded number in the XML, and you can change its electric consumption. So if you set that number to be negative, so it has negative electric consumption, you see where I'm going with this? Negative electric consumption, that means positive electric production. So you can actually use XML editing to create lights that produce electricity. I've done that before for like RTGs. And yeah, it's a handy little, not bug. It's not a bug. You're supposed to be able to edit XML. It's a feature. So here's why this engine is nice, right? That is almost exactly the orbit that I wanted to be on. Let's quick save real quick. And then I want to make sure. Yeah, those are all being expended as expected. Okay. Let's see. We are coming through. Yeah, ion engines can do it. You can XML edit an ion engine to act as a I said I quick save, right? Yeah. Let's quick save. You can use ion engines. I like to use beacon lights because it's just like a less processor intensive part, and you don't have to worry about staging or anything. Oh, we do almost have enough fuel for this. 192 meters per second. Oh, we're just shy. Hold on. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't know where Eurodos's atmosphere starts. Whoops. Except that my sensitivity is too high. Precision burns time. Precision burns time. Let's go 300 kilometers and see. I'm going to lock that. I don't know if it's actually 300 kilometers, but we're going to try that. Okay, warp to it. Sergio Rodriguez, a nice thing will be if the developers add something similar to the drills for mining in KSP. Yeah, yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll see. We'll see. There was one thing that I heard a dev say about the update, and he hinted. The hint he gave was that the update after this one was going to be groundbreaking, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to be groundbreaking, huh? What do you mean by that?" So the implication certainly being that, at least the way I took it, was that they're going to have some sort of mining equipment or drills or something in the game. That's how I took it. Okay, are we going to hit the atmosphere? Is there atmosphere out here? Yes or no? Oh, there is. Joy. So here's our aerobraking maneuver, and we may actually go too low into the atmosphere. Yes. So this is an example of a failed aerobraking maneuver. We're going to quick load. Yeah, it's I think it's 400. It looks like 400 to me. So we're going to make another adjustment here. Oh, the screen is freaking out because this orbit line is hyperbolic, and it doesn't like hyperbolic. Okay, so we have a 11 centimeter. I'm going to go 315 this time. So that was it. Oh, that's too far, though. Shoot. Hold on. Every little change, we're changing our velocity by centimeters here. So every little change has like a really big impact on our final velocity here. 3 centimeters. Is it going to go? Hold on. That's weird. Oh, cool. Great. I don't know why it decided to do that. I wanted it to not do that. What the heck? Okay, pause the game. Something fishy is going on, guys. There we go. 67 centimeters per second. 57. Lock. Burn. Do it this time, please. Please stop freaking out on my screen. I hate that. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's better. Okay. So I guess I can just manually do this too, huh? Okay, quick save. We'll lock retrograde, and I'm gonna withdraw my solar panels for now. I don't want to create excess drag, is my fear right now. Okay, here we go. Coming in for the aerobraking maneuver. Let's look at this beautiful approach. Oh, what a gorgeous sight. Yeah, the experimental branch is going to be super buggy. I'm not surprised by bugs, nor do I blame them. Like, if we encounter bugs tonight, it's because we're doing, like, this is hot off the press, and hot is not good in this situation. Actually, part of the reason I'm doing this live stream is to find and eliminate bugs for the devs. Like, that's why there's an experimental and a beta version, so that players can mess around with it, realize the bugs, and correct them if possible. And this aerobraking maneuver is still too much. Quick load. All right. So this is why aerobraking sucks. Is there some early access to the update? Yeah, it's the experimental version of the update, which is early access. Okay, let's point up here. I really hate the screen glitch. We're gonna go to 325. save, and go. Okay, we are falling towards the planet. There she is. Withdraw my solar panels. Any info on how to access that? Well, Pedro, it depends. Are you a mobile player or are you a PC player? Answer me that, and then I will answer you how to access it. Because that will change my answer significantly. Okay, this might be too much still. You're on PC? Okay, so you downloaded it through Steam, I assume. You have the game through Steam. Yep. So go into like right click on the game, go to the properties tab, and then find the betas tab when you're looking at the game properties, and you're gonna want to select the experimental version. You can select, and you can actually select old versions of the game too, but you're gonna want to select the experimental version of the game. Okay, I'm going to. Oh, nope, not quick load, quick save. There we go. And retrograde. Let's fall. Withdraw our solar panels. We're doing the same thing again. Here she comes. Yeah, RIP mobile users. It'll be out on mobile. I'd give it a week before it comes out on mobile. They're usually pretty quick. Here we go. So we're falling, we're falling, we're falling. Let's actually pay attention to when we hit the atmosphere here. 400. Yep, that's got to be 400 specifically. Okay, so we are in orbit. And we are going to get captured. Yep, we're going to get captured. Okay. Quick load. I'm going to go 350. Loving the channel. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I work hard on the content that I produce, and I'm glad that people find it entertaining. I'm surprised people find it entertaining, honestly. Hold on. Is there something funky going on here? Some funkiness? Oh, why am I burning retrograde? What the heck? I don't want to burn retrograde. That's why I was like, why am I not impacting my velocity at all? It's because I'm burning retrograde. 350. 354. All right, let's fall once again. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You think 375? Yeah, I'm stepping it out. We're going to do 350 first, which is a big jump. It's a good 20 kilometers higher than the last one. I think we were actually really close with the last one. There's that big blue gas giant. What a gorgeous sight. Yeah, this will do it. This might be, nope. We're past our periapsis and rising. Yep, that'll do it. So we're in orbit, but we're in the totally wrong inclination for an encounter with the bodies here. So we're not going to get a Jastrus encounter here, unfortunately. But what we can do is prevent ourselves from falling into the atmosphere unintentionally by lighting our engines and burning to get our apoapsis out of the danger zone. And then I'm going to point prograde, because we actually almost touched the rings there, don't we? Hold on. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. We can't. Yeah, I can't really see the rings there. Hold on. But as we come out here towards our apoapsis, no, we fall. Oh, do we? Oh, we might. You know what? I think we hit the rings. So that's what the rings look like if you're really close to them. If you're really close to the rings, because we just passed through the rings, they disappear. That's a little. I mean, I get it. It would actually be kind of nice if rings did what rings would do if you passed through them, which is destroy your craft. Let's turn that off. Don't need that. Throttle up. Bring our apoapsis down with our little maneuvering engine here. Let's also deploy our solar panels. We have our little satellite here in Eurodose orbit. Yeah, so thoughts on the Breeze engine. I like it for what it is, which is a super low thrust, low efficiency, fine tuning adjustment engine, and it works. Oh, I can probably bring up my throttle a little bit too, can't I? Aha, I can. Excellent. 20% more thrust. Well, explosion detected, program end. Did my... Oh, hold on. Someone mentioned that engines can overheat. Did my engine overheat? Oh, it did because I had it at 120% thrust. Oh, guys, I figured it out. Let's save and exit. So, your engine won't overheat if you run it at 100% of its rated thrust capacity, which makes sense. Your engine will overheat if you run it above its rated capacity, which makes sense. Okay, I don't want to save. This is just a test. Let's look at... I broke it, yeah, because I was running it too hot. Like a fool. Is this the old style of wing? Because maybe these won't work. Yeah, these are... Okay, these are the old wings. So here are the old wings on this guy. Here's the new wing. And we can put... We can put actual fuel in our wings. Like a normal wing would. We can put fuel in it and have fueled wings, which is fun. Yeah, overheating in the wasn't in the last update, so I guess your engines won't overheat until you run them above their rated thrust capacity, and then they will start to take heat. They will start to heat up and then take damage, which makes a lot of sense because that's what an engine would do if you were running it over its rated capacity. I also remember how much I hate this stock craft because it's got near symmetry, but none of it's enabled. Okay, so here's the wing, and that wing looks a little thick, doesn't it? That's because it is. It is too thick. The wings have been changed. So one of the things we can adjust now in the new version of the game is the thickness of wings. So let's go in here. We can also put fuel in it. So this has fuel, has 923 kilograms of fuel in it, which is nice. Here it is. That's dumb. That's too much. All right. Funny, but unrealistic. Okay, even that seems a little thick. Let's split the difference. That's fine. Okay, that's a good thickness for wings, I guess. That's good enough. Geez, that's kind of goofy looking. No. Oh shoot, I need to use the mirror tool, don't I? Yep, there we go. So that'll be our main wing. Let's have that shift back a little bit. Let's add a wing on top. This will be our rudder, which I need to radically change the size of real quick. Should I do V-tail? I think I'll do a V-tail. Mirror it. Bring that forward just slightly. Yep. Let's add a control surface to that. Yeah, I was hoping for a curved edge of the wing. They're not. It sounds like they're not going to do that. And the reason they're not going to do that is because it's a rocket game, not a plane game. Some people get confused because they think, oh, simple rockets, that must mean simple planes. But actually, what it means is it's a rocket game, and so it's a big point of confusion in the community about what the game's for. It's for building rockets. I don't know if you knew that, but it's a rocket building game, so the planes are like not important. Oh shoot, didn't mean to do that. Undo. Thank you. And because the planes aren't important, they're not going to waste energy doing stuff like that. So yeah, it's just they're gonna look this way. That's how it's gonna be. Nin with a bin is back on the live stream. Welcome back, my friend. How are you doing? I don't know why you were gone, but I'm glad you've returned. We don't need fuel in the rudders, though. Probably good in that department. Yeah, I'd say we are good in that department. We can also probably give it a little bit more bite. Mirror it. Check my center of mass, center of lift. That's a little off now, isn't it? That's a spicy weight distribution. Lower that. Increase. Ah, here we go. Whoop. Bring that up. Got lots of fuel now. Cool. If you ask me, the game is about aliens who can make tanks. It's definitely not about that either. Man, tank people, plane people. There's people who only build boats in simple rockets. And if you are a person, hold on. If you are a person who takes their time, like takes real time out of their day, to only build World War I era aircraft carriers in a game about building rockets and exploring a solar system, if you're that person who builds World War I aircraft carriers and planes in a rocket building game, I just want you to know you've maybe missed the point of the game. Just maybe. Maybe you've missed the point of the game. Okay, so we have our little airplane here. Let's get him on the road. Did they change the jet exhaust? No. Okay, hold on. Let's let's maybe launch this thing from the runway for one. Oh, someone got their butt hurt in the chat. Oh no. Shame. Yeah, if you're building now, what I'm not saying, to be clear, what I'm not saying is that you can't build planes in Simple Rockets 2. You absolutely can. And you know what? You should. You should build planes in Simple Rockets 2. Planes are fun. If you only build planes or tanks or boats in Simple Rockets 2, you're not playing the game right. I think my something was up with my control surfaces. Interesting. Make a rocket with realistic suspension. You say rocket. I don't think you know. I don't think you. I've built a total of 2 rockets since the game came out. Yeah, that might be 2. That might not be enough rockets. You might need to build more rockets. Jacob Daniel, I have simple planes, and I got simple rockets too for planes, but I got hooked on rockets. Hooked on rocket. Hooked on rockets sounds like hooked on phonics. Any homeschoolers in the chat? Homeschool Nation? Anyone? Anyone here? All right, so hold on. Let's take a moment to appreciate this, right? So I am yawing, and it's only doing this fin back here, right? We can see this guy's moving around. If I pitch, it does the other fin. Hold on. So if I nope. Yes. Ha! Okay. So to pitch up, I have to hold S and D down simultaneously to pitch up, W and A to pitch down. It's flyable. It is technically flyable. I mean, I'm currently flying it. I just have to, and then if I, that's, okay, yeah. I can't yawn. Cannot yawn this plane. And actually, what's funny is, as screwed up as the controls are, I'm having to actually expend mental energy just to pitch. As screwed up as the controls are, Who wants to see the computer try and figure this out? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't know what's going on. It's wondering why only one is going. Oh, it's actually doing it though. Oh, would you look at that? It's actually doing it. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so it's possible. It's possible to just pitch up with one, but you have to use both sticks. But we're gonna do both. But Simple Planes has more to do in game with the planes. That is true. Simple Rockets. You know what? Here's what I think it is. I hear a lot of people complain saying there isn't enough to do in Simple Rockets. But they tend to be the people who complain about that also tend to be the people who only make rockets. Like they only build, all they do is build things. They never fly them. They like, oh, I recreated the Apollo mission. Like to scale, I rebuilt the Apollo mission and the Saturn V. But they don't fly the mission. They don't actually do the thing. I think, and like most people haven't gone to most of the planets. They haven't done the primary thing that the game's about. So there's there's a ton to do. You just no one's doing it. All right, so this is fine. Let's see how our fuel in the wings are doing. They're doing good. Planes, yeah, the planes haven't changed much. This update hasn't changed much to the planes, but you know what it has changed? Undo an exit. I'm gonna pull up an old build. Or not an old build. I've got a pretty slick looking high altitude jet. Let's throw some drogue chutes on it, huh? High altitude test platform. This guy. This guy. She's a pretty one. All right, so we've got this really big, really cool plane here. Let's add a drogue chute, and oh, I can attach the drogue chute to the bottom of this little panel here, and actually make it a little thicker. How nice. Okay, so this drogue chute will deploy. I don't want it to deploy there though. Let's physically change its location because I want it to be a little higher up, like that. There we go. Okay, stroke chute is there. And is that going to be long enough? We can increase. That is as long as the chord length goes. We can change the base size. Slightly larger. Let's go with a smaller base. Max deploy speed is, we'll do 1200. Auto air cut density disabled because we're going to be on the ground. Let's see, inflation, air density, I don't think those matter. Yeah, because that's going to be there. Let's do it. I should build an SR-71 replica. That's kind of what this one was inspired by, is the SR-71. It was a user by the name of Laurenz, Laurenz. He built a plane similar to this one, and he uh, posted it on the Crafts channel on the Integrated Space Systems Discord. Which, if you're not part of the Integrated Space Systems Discord, you should become a part of that. We have fun there. There's a lot of cool stuff to do if you're looking for a community. And looking for some things to do in game. There's actually some things some challenges we do on the server, some things we do on the server. So if you're looking for something like that, you can find it there. Anyway, so he posted it in the Crafts channel, and then I tested it on a live stream, and I really liked it. So I built my own version of it, slightly different. 3 engines instead of 2. It's a little bit bigger. It has more thrust. It's got this little camera mounted on the back of it, which should rotate but doesn't, and it has a couple of attachment nodes for deploying scientific payloads or test payloads at at a desired atmospheric pressure or an altitude. So it's a fun little craft. Anyway, so we've got the drogue chute on it. This thing is kind of tricky to land because it can get up to pretty high speeds. Or at least it could. I don't. Oh, you know what? I probably just have too many. I've added too many things to it at this point. all the scientific equipment is weighing it down because it used to get it used to go like Mach 2, Mach 3 pretty easily. When will the next craft review be? Probably next week. Not going to be doing any weekend live streams. I'm actually going to be out of town this weekend and next weekend. So next week, maybe on a Tuesday night next week. Actually, yeah, probably Tuesday of next week. We'll do another one. All right, so we're going to throttle down. I'm going to try and land this bad boy. We're going to deploy landing gear. Bring up my nav ball. And we've got a drogue chute ready to go once I hit the ground. We're almost there. It looks like we're almost there. That was probably too much. Yeah, we're not quite lined up yet. Coming in now. Kind of drifting into it, drifting into it. Here we go. Okay, we're lined up with the runway for the most part. Lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up. Drogue deployed. Oh, too high, too high. And that drogue chute is really not doing it. In hindsight, that drogue chute is clearly too small. Because it's just not slowing us down. Okay, hold on. We need a bigger drogue chute. Let's try it. Sighted. You should throw one of your helicopters into the crafts channel, and I will try to fly it in that in the craft review. I'll give it a go. No promises, but I will give it a shot. Okay, 2.7 meters. That should do better to slow us down. I could also do multiple of these, I guess. Yeah. It might be better to try and do multiple parachutes to slow us down. Staging. Okay. Turn auto staging off because that hasn't been fixed yet. Let's try it again. Let's try this landing attempt again. Okay, I guess we're gonna do an evening landing. That's fine. Let's see here. I want to get that out of the way. Light my engines. Let's go. Just gonna throttle. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Coming up on the end of the runway. Pitch up, clear. Landing gear out of the way. Let's gain some altitude here. Not that steep, though. Not that steep, please. Okay, we'll fly to the other coast of the peninsula. And then I'm going to flip over. Okay, we are at 10,000 meters. And we are looking to get ourselves lined up here at the airport. Can I select Drew Space Center? Target it, because I believe that navigation node is on the 270 runway, which makes it nice and convenient. Microsoft Flight Sim is fun. I haven't played Microsoft Flight Simulator since I was like 13. It's been a long time since I played Microsoft Flight Sim. Not as an adult. I've not played it as an adult. I've never owned it. I played, my uncle had a copy of it, and I played that once. No need for Microsoft Flight Sim when I have Sparkus 2. Kinda, honestly. I actually would like to get Microsoft Flight Sim at some point. Because it is more realistic. It's obviously going to be more realistic. Probably cut my engines. No, we're testing my drogue chutes. Yeah, I should probably cut my engines. Actually, I'm not going to cut my engines, and here's why. I'm going to bring up my brakes. Where's my brakes? Yes. So we're going to do a full power landing here. Pitch up, pitch up, pitch up. Coming in nice and slow, nice and gentle. Okay. Oh, nope, that was too fast. Ha! All right, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. End flight. Undo and exit. I'm not a pilot, guys, just in case you're wondering. I am not a pilot. And maybe landing at Mach 2 wasn't a great idea. Maybe Mach 2 was too fast. I overestimated my deceleration capabilities there. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to move on. Oh, wait, nope. Gonna wait for the daylight. There we go. Okay. This thing has a hard time getting off the runway initially. For some reason. It really does struggle here. The ground has to give away, and then it pitches up fine. So it's got I think the wheels need to be shifted backwards a little bit, or forwards a little bit. Okay, we're in the air. Hello from Bulgaria. Hello from Vietnam. Hello, guys. Welcome from around the world. All right, we are coming around. Oh, I know why my engines seem underpowered. I forgot that I need to turn these, the occlusion setting, occlusion on them. I need to turn that off because I have these little inlet rams that I put on there for aesthetic purposes, but they actually block they block the air from actually getting in there, because the game doesn't know that having this cone here is supposed to increase aerodynamic efficiency, and instead it decreases it. So I need to fix that. All right, this time we're going to throttle down like Excalibur suggested. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and turn the afterburners off. We'll keep the engines running, but we'll turn the afterburners off and decelerate here. Okay, landing gear has been deployed. We're coming up on it. That's pretty close to being lined up with the runway. Yeah, that's pretty close. I'm gonna pitch down. I want to hit the leading edge of the runway here. Throttle all the way down. Throttle all the way up. Brakes, parachutes. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Parachute data. Interesting. Parachute data broke off because it was under too much stress. So they failed, and because we didn't have parachutes, too much thrust, we overshot the runway. You know, here's what we're going to do. We're going to crash the jet, and then we're going to move on. That would have been a landing if the parachutes hadn't failed. So here is... That was an interesting crash. All right, whatever. That was fun to try. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Ion engines. You know what? Let's play around with the ion engines. Let's load a craft. Do I have like any just satellites that don't have? Oh boy. This is old. This is old Simple Rockets, isn't it? Hold on. Is this? Oh my goodness, guys. All right, hold on. We're gonna launch this guy. We're gonna launch this guy. You may notice that the engines on this rocket are a little different. I even forgot to I forgot to do the thing that I said I was going to do with this rocket because I'm so distracted by what I'm looking at here. So you may think this looks super ugly. Well, I made this when I was 16. And Oh yes. Oh yes. That's different, isn't it? Anyone, if anyone can guess why those engines look that way, I will. I'll give them a shout out in the next video. First person to guess why those engines look a little funky gets a shout out in the next video. We'll say that. I was gonna say I'll buy you something, but I'm not gonna buy you something. Yeah, that's old right there. Someone throw it out there. Why did those look all funky? Oh yeah, you can't post links in chat. Oh, Nin with the bin. Yes, it was an old update. Can you can anyone tell me when the procedural engines were added to the game? First person to get the answer to when those procedural added engines were added gets a shout out too. Nin with a bin gets a shout out. Nin with a bin, you're getting an astronaut named after you. That's your reward. Yeah, it wasn't so much they fixed it; they just updated it. It doesn't look like that anymore by design. Okay, let's add our ion engine to this guy. Beautiful little exhaust here. Does the size work on this? Still no. We don't need that much xenon fuel, not even close. That's about as much xenon as we will need. Let's get a tiny, tiny battery here. Where is it? There it is. Little battery. And we'll even shrink that down further. I don't even care about any of this. I just want it to work. Smaller size, more rows. Okay, that's fine. Add that. Four-way symmetry. Throw a command node on it and call it good. Actually, you know what we could do? Let's throw the capsule on it. Yeah. So you got like a real basic capsule here. Okay. And that guy and that guy. And here's what we'll do. We'll throw this on the nose of the rocket for fun. For funsies. 18th of April of 2019. It was like 2 years ago, yeah. Coming up on 3 years now. That'll be 3 years next month that they changed that. It's a long time ago. This rocket may look ugly, you may say. You would be correct if you said that. You may also notice that parachute did not need to deploy then. It's fine. Just gonna accelerate. I really don't care that this is not a good launch profile. I really don't. Okay, side engines are finished. Separate them. And time warp. And time warp, time warp, time warp, time warp. That's fine. Don't even care. Just getting into orbit. I'm going to stage the rest of these away anyway. Da, da, da. Staged, staged, staged. Take control. There we go. All right. I want to see these ion engines in orbit, guys. Let's see it. Let's see what this thing's got going for us. I guess activate it again. It's fine. It's armed, but that's fine. Throttle up. That looks so much nicer. That looks so much nicer. Look at that. That's not producing any thrust. I mean, yeah, obviously not very fast. Yeah, it's accelerating though. That's nice. And we're out of battery. Let's see how long it takes to recharge the battery with these solar panels. If we point radial out, point prograde. Now retrograde. Oh, it takes forever. There's our batteries fully charged. That was a little a jarring experience for the astronauts, I'm sure. But here we go. So that's the new ion engine. I really like that. I really, really like how that looks. It's not any more powerful. They haven't changed anything about the performance of the ion engines. Just changed that texture. Love it. I really, really do love it. I'm a little sad that ion engines don't get used that much, but it's hard to use them. It's hard to justify using them. They are not the easiest or the most fun things to use, especially when you have full flow stage rocket engines that you can size and change everything with no engineering problems associated with them. So, that's life. All right, guys. I hope you guys liked this live stream. There aren't. Did I miss anything? Are there any other like big? Here, let me pull up the roadmap before we close out for tonight. Are there any other like big milestones that I missed that we want to talk about in this update? Customize engine plumes, engine spool up time properties. We can adjust that. That's kind of nice. Intercraft broadcast. Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Guys. Oh boy. There's a Vizzy update. Edit the program. Look at this line here, everyone. Broadcast message with data to nearby crafts. Oh boy, if you know what this is, if you know what this statement means, that's big. That's a big change. Okay, so what this does, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make a very basic program here. It's going to wait until let's whip up a very basic program here. Wait until activation group 1 and then broadcast on with data 1 to nearby crafts. Okay. Save to craft. Relay sats coming to simple rockets 2. I don't know. So I'm betting that this is only going to work within physics range. Communicate proper communications may come with campaign mode properly. But I don't know. So here's what we're going to do. We've got 2 lights here. I'm going to set 1 to activation group 1. That's going to be 2, and this is going to be 1. So here's what we're going to do. This guy's activation group 1, this guy's activation group 2. Oh, let's change the colors real quick. We'll have that one be green, and that one be red. Launch location, we'll have him launch on the large launch pad. Launch him. It only works within sim distance. Yes, it is confirmed. What's confirmed? Sighted. Okay, so if I turn on activation group 1. Oh wait, no, I fricked that up. Hold on. Because I didn't put it in a while loop. I should have put it in, hold on. I should have put it in a while true loop so that it would keep doing that. Pardon. Pardon my stupid real quick while I fix the mistake I just made. We're going to put that in a while true loop so I can do it multiple times. Sim distance limit on the code. Yeah, I figured as much. That doesn't surprise me at all. Let's see. While true. While true. Do this. We'll throw a wait 1 second. Okay, we'll save that to craft and we'll launch it. And then I'm gonna save and go back to the editor, and I'm gonna build another craft, launch it somewhere else with a different command that will receive that. Okay, end flight, save and exit. Let's do this. I want a rover for this next one. Load craft. Let's do the combat rover. Why not? Let's do the one that has the machine guns on it. All right, so we've got some machine guns on this rover. That's unrelated to what we're doing right now. I'm going to throw this little light on the back of it. You see that light? There's the light. Give it a red color here. And we're going to edit program. Receive message on with data. And then I'm going to have set activation group data to true. Save to craft. Launch. Saturdays, I don't even have crafts on the Integrated Space Systems Discord server. Oh, yeah, you may be on the old server. So, long story short, oh, shoot. Shoot! I messed up. I messed up. Okay. Save and exit. We'll leave that one on there. And the info of this channel. Hold on, my friend. Let me see if I can't help you here while I fix my mistake real quick. Edit program. Get rid of that. I want to create a while true loop. Just as a proof of concept to show you guys what is going on here. While true, wait until activation group 1, and then broadcast message with data to nearby. On with data 1 to nearby craft. Wait 1 second. Save to craft, launch location. Launch location is what I forgot to add. We'll launch at the plain old regular launch pad. So Mr. Guy with the Russian or Bulgarian username, I can't read Cyrillic. I can't read that language, so I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name. So go to the home page of my channel, and there's going to be a couple of links in the very front page of my channel. There's a couple of links, and one of them says my Discord server. Click on that. That will take you to the correct Discord server. You may be on the old Discord server, which I don't have access to anymore. Fun fact. Is mobile on the experimental? No, it is not. I apologize. You do not have access to it yet. Sadly. Okay, so we're going to cruise along here. There's a nose cone there for some reason. That's fun. Slavic. Okay, I do not know how to read that. Okay, brakes. Brakes. Brakes, some more. Okay, let's test out this real quick, huh, guys? So, brake some more. Brake some more. So if I activate activation group 1 on this, it should activate activation group 1 on that guy. It did! I mean, I can't unactivate it, right? I turned my headlights on, and it turned that rover's headlights on. So Vizzy works between crafts. How fun. Alright. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, what I really wanted to come over here and do was gun this thing down. So here's what we're going to do. And blew that up. There's a nose cone. Let's go clean that nose cone up. Oh, we have intercraft Vizzy capabilities now. That's a big deal. So there was a mod for it called Ansible, but it was like super hard to use and not very straightforward. And I killed myself. But it works. Undo. Let's retry it. I'll show it again. No, like if you go to my channel, hold on. I may actually have not updated. Yeah, no, there's a link to my Discord, and that should be. Let me click on it myself and make sure. Yeah, that's the right. It's the right Discord. I don't know. I don't know what your issue is, dude. I don't know why it's not working for you. There's definitely. Oh, hold on, Mister guy who with the Slavic username, right? Did you when you went to that? Shoot, that was dumb. When you joined that Discord channel, did you click on the little reaction roll? Oh, he got it. All right. Cited. I'll let you talk him through it in the comments. This could really help with docking, making both crafts target each other. It absolutely would. Yes, it certainly would. That would really help line up for docking maneuvers a ton. Man, why do I keep doing just Chris? All right, that's fine. I'll call you Chris. I'm gonna drive off this cliff one more time, I bet, because I keep time warping because my time warp's still set to 10 times speed, which is just too fast. But you know, here, let's do it at night, because doing it at night's fun. I don't want to turn my headlights on though, because if I turn my headlights on, then yeah, there it is again. Yeah, you got to click on the reaction roll, and it gives you access to the actual server. You actually have to read the rules before you can type or chat. That's by design. Don't want just random hooligans joining the server, posting God knows what. It's not allowed. I don't allow it. Okay, now we're off. All right, we're driving over here. Pump the brakes, pump the brakes, pump the brakes. We'll do this one more time so you guys can really see the effect here. So I am not controlling the rover on the pad over there, right? I'm only controlling the one that I'm currently driving. And whoop, up the lip. Brakes all the way on. Let's let night fall here. If I turn on my lights, so if I go my overhead light with activation group 1, we'll turn it on for this craft, but I have Vizzy on that craft, it turns them on for both. Now if I turn it off, it's still on for the other guy. So if you know how to do Vizzy, that's so much a big deal. That is a huge, huge deal. That's a super useful feature. I really like that. Cool. All right. I don't think there's anything else really that we haven't covered. Let me run through the updates one more time. Fuel tanks and wings, a bunch of stuff with the parachutes, better RCS plumes, ion engine size is stuck at 100%. Oh, that's a new bug. Exhaust scale for ion engines, part parameters, that's a bug fix, bug fix, bug fix. Yeah, that's about it. Another one, transparent parts should have no shadow. I didn't test that one, but I don't know. That might not be the most interesting to test right now. So anyway, guys, I hope you like the live stream. Actually, go through and look at the updates. This looks really cool. I like all the things they've added a lot. I'm very excited to play this in the future. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night and take care. And I will see you in my next video that I release. I'm going to be releasing another one later this week. Finishing the Vizzy tutorial, Vizzy for Dummies series. We're not finishing it, but finishing up the landing script that I promised I would do. So I am nearly done with that video. There's just a couple more things I have to record, but we have the landing script done. So I'm going to do a video on it. showing you guys how to build your own automatic landing scripts using a little bit of calculus, a little bit of logic programming, and a little bit of guess and check. And you can create your own landing program that will put your rocket down on the surface of any planet. So it should be a good video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good week. Keep on building. Take care. See you guys around.